Alright guys and gals, welcome back to the farm, and today we're going to be working on the old getting rusty Ford 3000. And what we're going to be doing is changing out this lift arm right here. I'll show you what all we got to do. This thing's held in. We got to take this chain off, and we got to take this bolt out. And we got to take that bolt nut off up there. And that's about it. But first thing we got to do is get this off. Let's get it out of the way. And I'll show you why we're changing this lift arm out. So that right there, the thing will not stay in place. It just falls out, swallowed out, wore out. So you drive around without something in it and it falls out, you can't find it. So let me grab it, get this off of here, and then we'll work on getting this lift arm changed out. So it should be a bolt, what that one's got, but over time it's gotten lost. Somebody stuck his pin in here, and it didn't even have a Carter key in it to keep it in, but you can see how wore it's gotten. It's actually bent. So we might have to find a replacement for this. It ain't 3/4. That's 11/16. You won't notice how this arm goes in here. This piece that holds the sway chain is behind this arm. So it's the same way on the other side, so there should be no issue getting it confused. A little bushing and a washer. And this all just pop out. Something to tap it with. This is a lock nut. I wish I'd got a new one. It's probably got a shot. Lift up on just a little bit. And we can see why. Whew, this thing's got some wire on it. Pretty wore. We'll have to order some new one of these. Pretty rough. Yep. Well, it's been on there since 1974, so. And the threads are a little bit bent on here too. I need helping things. So I'll order a couple of them. There ain't no big deal. Change them out once we get the rest of this stuff on. To get the car keys out, I just like to use side cutters. They tend to do pretty good. And this thing is see how it's wrapped on here. May have to get it from the other side. And sometimes if you never get a hold of the head, and I see the head of it, a lot of times you can just pull it. But sometimes you can just cut the head and pull it through the opposite. Let me look and see what it looks like on the other side. Shouldn't be an issue of getting the hole cleaned out now. It's just nut just ain't quite lined up where the hole is. A little penetrating oil. I kind of had a feeling this one was going to be a little bit of a pain to get off. sides. I'm also having to cut a little bit of that car key. But once it shears off, it should work pretty good. Yes, there's a nut. Kind of a weird looking washer. Make sure that goes back on correctly. Here's our left arm. Now I've got to find the hole and knock them pieces out. And I cannot see that hole for nothing over here. So I got some new bits. Maybe it won't waller too much. Success. So here's the new replacement lift arm. Thing set in the shop, now it's done got rusty. Needs good greasing. Make sure this is down. God, that's tight. It is tight. Get this nut back on and I'll find us a car key to put in here. I think I might have messed up the threads a little bit on this thing. Yes, I should have painted it. I was going to paint it. I got some blue paint. I just didn't never get around to it, so this whole tractor's gonna have to be repainted one of these days, so I'll just wait and do it then. It comes primed, just like rusty metal primer. But I do want one day restore this tractor, or at least help it out. It needs some help. Now, I don't know how tight this got to be. Need to come a little bit more or back off a little bit. Right now that'll work right there. Stick the car key in there and be done. Alright. Now, ready to put this back on. And we gotta get the right angle on this thing. And like I said, this thing is so stiff, it don't want to move. Wow. I have to get a adjustable wrench. It's kind of shadowy, I know. Hard to see. What I do with that pin there? This is one we got to replace. Shouldn't be no issue getting these pins. We got to get this thing to turn somehow or another. It needs to tilt a whole lot from where it's at. Fit. No, it ain't. That's the right. It's the right arm. What y'all thinking? I know it's the wrong arm. Well, this is supposed to be the right arm. It looks a little thicker than the one I got took off here. A little bit. Well, we can do one of two things. We can either take this bolt nut back off, take this off and put it in here and then stick it in there. Or we can keep trying to get this thing to turn. Oh, this son of a bitch is too thick. It's gotta be. Still ain't where it needs to be. Loosen it up a little bit. That good. Stuff on it. Whoop. That's the right spot. A little grease on here. Yeah, he needs a swipe bar and you got it down. Well, here's the daggum tight it won't turn. It's got room to twist on that ball up there. Listen up my hand. Really ain't never even fooled with replacing these things before, but mercy. This fleet has been this damn difficult. I don't think the damn thing's gonna fit even to get it where it needs to be. I believe it's too thick. I can spread these a little bit. I'm sure these are spreadable. A little bit. Alright, where am I at? Can't really tell. Can't really tell if I'm lined up or not. I got to get over here where I can see. Pretty damn close. Thing ought to go right there. I think it was a washer on this one. Well, it wasn't. It was a washer. It was a spacer. That's what it was. A spacer, a washer. Now, you just got to put this back on. I got to get a pin. I got to get the car key. I just need to get a car key for it. I'm gonna order a new. I don't even know if it really even needs a pin. Could just take a bolt. I don't think that's gonna come out no way. Let me go grab a car key. We'll get that fixed and then we'll be ready. Alright, so I've got two different size car pins. I don't know exactly which one I'm gonna need. I'm gonna try the big one first. Too big. Let's go with this smaller one. Perfect. Alright, I guess for the moment of truth, we'll see how hard it's going to be to get on this pin. Here's your socket. This thing's stiff as a board. There. Now we gotta bend it around and hook this other one up. Oh. God. This is crazy. There it went. Well, it's on there. I've got to redo this. I know I've mentioned in the past on this here hitch I built. If you've watched the videos about it, it's just too daggum tall. So it will go all the way to the ground. I like that because if you don't have a trailer jack, you can just about get under the trailer anyway. You can just barely get it up off the ground. Anyway, guys, there it is. And hopefully this thing's going to loosen up after operating it may take a few months, but no, now we'll hook up that side first, because if I'd hooked up the other side first, I don't believe I'd ever got it turned and in there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe to him.